Howdy doody. Howdy doodah day. Shalom. May the road rise up to meet your feet. May the wind always be at your back. Who's the most hood person you've ever known? The most hood? I knew a dude named Bobby in my old neighborhood. I used to live in a reasonably hood neighborhood in Fresno. And I had a across the street neighbor named Bobby who was, I don't know exactly what his deal was, but he was connected, you know what I mean? He was the dude that everybody knew in the neighborhood and stuff. And I remember one day that there was like an argument going on outside. He lived in a hood. I mean, it wasn't like, I'm not going to claim like it was the worst hood in America, because it wasn't. It was probably nicer than a lot of places, but for the area, it was considered to be pretty rough. There was a lot of drug dealing, a lot of gang membership and stuff like that. So I feel pretty comfortable calling it a hood. I don't know if it was, the hood of all hoods or whatever. But anyway, I heard an argument going on outside one day, and there was a big group of black dudes and a group of white dudes I was kind of on the corner in this place. And across one way was this group of white people that had just moved in, and across the other way was Bobby and the crew. And when I came out there, it was kind of a standoff, and the white dudes were yelling some N-bombs and shit, and the black dudes were telling them to come on over, and they'd whoop their asses and shit. And I just kind of, I made my mind up that, I don't want to be lumped in with these other dudes. So I kind of sidled over and went and stood with the other guys. And I was like, at the end of it, Bobby was like, I thought those were friends of yours or whatever. And I was like, no, sir. No friends of mine. We were cool though. I found the rule of the hood is basically mind your own business. If you're willing to do that, then you're okay. Mind your business. When you were in Seattle, did you like to watch tweakers do some crazy shit? I grew up around tweakers. I grew up in an area that has probably 5 tweakers to every 1 tweaker in Seattle. So, no, watching tweakers is not a fun pastime for me. Mind your own business, my favorite kind of business, yeah. Ever seen Trailer Park Boys? No. I don't watch Canadian shows. Canadian humor doesn't really do it for me. The only funny Canadians are the ones that travel here and become naturalized American citizens. All of the funny makes its way out of Canada. Anything that decides to stay in Canada and remain Canadian is not funny. It's Madera, a lot of white trash. Madera is probably, if you look at the actual demographic numbers, I think it's 65% Hispanic, but I would be willing to bet that it's closer to 80, 85. When you're talking about undocumented workers, people that avoid the census, I'd be willing to bet that the little town I grew up in is about 80, 85% Hispanic. A stoner fills his cart with munchies. A tweaker will flip the cart, try and fix the wheel. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I like some mustard. I'm not a big fan of super brown mustards or whatever. You know what I mean? The really super wangy, tangy brown mustards. Nah. But I like a good old plain yellow mustard, Yeah, the Dijons. Not a huge fan of the Dijons. I didn't even tell Ashley that we had a lizard bro out here yesterday.
What?
Yeah, we had a lizard bro out here yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little green anole. He was pretty cool. He was up on this little thing. I filmed him a bunch. If you go watch my last Highdeology, he's in there. But he He had this pouch under his throat that, like, when I tried to film him too close, he'd blow it up. And it would get all big and red. And I was like, whoa. He's an angry guy. And an angry dude. I haven't seen him yet today, so he probably moved on. Unfortunate. No. Unless Squeaks has a travel, like a long travel zone, then no, I'm pretty sure he didn't kill it. Squeaks is like 20 miles away from here right now. Squeaks has a flight form. Flight form. That's insane. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Time to have a beer. Time to crack open a cold one. Can you discuss the one war during the 1980s that the government covered up? If I did that, I'd have to kill all of you. Those of us that survived the War of 1988 are sworn to secrecy about it. TJ's silly for singing that song. Paul, are you still in contact with your old friends like Waylon Smithers? Very loose contact. Like, we talk every once in a blue moon. Usually we just pass, like, you know, like sentiments to one another through another person. Like, he'll see my mom and say, hey, tell PJ I said hello. That sort of thing. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot of close contact with a lot of my old Cali friends anymore. I feel like mentioning one of Paul's friends by their full name is kind of weird. Waylon Smithers is the name of the dude in The Simpsons. That's not my friend's real name. Although, of course, because his name is Waylon, he did have a nickname, Smithers, for a while. But Waylon Smithers is the gay guy that's like the personal assistant to Mr. Burns in The Simpsons. You got a good vinyl collection? No, I don't have any vinyl. My middle name is Everett, E-V-E-R-E-T-T. How did you start smoking? I went to a thing when I was, I think it was 15, going on 16. I went to a thing called California State Summer School for the Arts. It was like basically a scholarship-only program that you'd go there for the summer as a high school kid, and you basically live like a college kid, take a bunch of college-level theater courses. Anyway, all the kids there smoked, and I wanted to be cool, so I started it. Got a record shop near me that has a Gacy. If it's still there, would you be interested in getting it? Depends on the price. Gacy's are expensive, man. Like, I remember saying that, like, back in the 90s and shit, that they were like $300 or $400 you could get them, and now they're probably worth 10 grand or more now that he's dead and shit. Yeah, I somehow severely doubt that a John Wayne Gacy would be in my price range. But you can, you know, go price it out for me. Speaking of John Wayne Gary, a relative of yours, John Wayne Gary. Yeah, cool, dude. Ask after it. Yeah, one of his paintings, I guess. That's what Coolman's talking about. Yeah, I don't know where Larry went, you know. He could have gone anywhere. It's a big old world out here. It's a big old world. Yeah, I watched the whole Bundy thing on Netflix. Me and Ashley watched it together. It was pretty interesting. I mean, it did tend to have, like, obviously a skewed scope when it came to, like, looking at him and painting him as some kind of otherworldly, extra-dimensional, monstrous being or whatever. But that's pretty standard and par for the course for those types of documentaries, and I thought it was better than most when it comes to that. So yeah, it was all right. He was pretty good. Why do you always stream when I'm in classes? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Why are you always in class when I stream? Have you ever listened to the Teal album by Weezer? The Teal album? Is that the Blue album? Is that their first album? Because I've listened to that. That's a fucking brilliant album. Every cut on that album is good. I haven't listened to the cover album, no. No, I have not. I've listened to Pinkerton, yes. Who's the top of the Pessimist Productions totem pole? Senor Tomat. Why are you always serious in your streams? What?
I'm gonna be clinging dishes around, so I'm gonna close this so it doesn't.
Okay, that's cool. Paul's flaps. Why was there 3 times the lethal dose of heroin in Kurt Cobain's body when he was found dead? Look, dude, I'm actually a believer in, you know, the conspiracy theories and stuff surrounding Kurt, but the whole amount of heroin in his system meme isn't really a good one. Kurt was a longtime heroin addict and abuser, and it's just like any other drug. When you take them a lot, you build up a tolerance to them, and a dude like Kurt Cobain could probably take 3 times the lethal dose of heroin and maintain enough fucking mobility to do what he did. So I've never thought that, like, the amount of heroin in his system, I mean, it might be a piece of the puzzle, but, you know, why do we have to keep talking about this? Doesn't it get old at some point? I mean, I didn't start it. You guys kind of decide what we talk about here. I don't know if you've noticed. But if you don't like it, instead of bitching about what we're talking about, why don't you throw out a better topic? Paul, do you like audiobooks? Yeah, I do. Are you a you want to try a bite guy at dinner? No. I'm actually the opposite of that. I don't like sharing food with people. I feel like that going to a restaurant is a chance for everybody to get exactly what they want. And if I wanted a bite of your shit, I would have got your shit. And if you wanted a bite of my shit, you should have gotten the same shit as me. That's how I feel about it. A doobie would properly lubricate this conversation, bucko. Well, you'll just have to wait for that because I'm not in the mood. Would you be interested in debating Destiny? I don't know that Destiny and I would have a whole lot to debate on. To be honest with you, I find, you know, the few debates that I've seen him engage in, like with the alt-right dorks on YouTube, Worski and Venti and all those dumbasses, I pretty much end up agreeing with him most of the time. I can't think of anything, any position that he's taken that stand out horrible in my mind that I would want to, you know, unless you guys know a position that I take that, you know, he would not agree with. You hate Venti? I mean, that's what she wants, though. That's her whole thing. She's actually pretty brilliant in that way, is that she's kind of cultivated this fact that she's got a hateable face and a hateable persona. and parlayed it into a career. Got to have a little smidgen of respect for that, you know. He's in favor of deplatforming bad faith actors. Okay, well, I could probably argue with him about that, but I don't know that it would be an incredibly informative debate, you know. But if that is truly one of his, you know, positions, I could probably argue with him about it. What do you think of a debate between Destiny and TJ? I'd be fine with it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know what they would debate on. I mean, TJ's pretty far to the left, so is Destiny. So I've got a feeling that they probably share more positions than they don't. But Vadim versus Medicare on who hates Sargon more. No thanks. Go on in. Wimping ass. Now you're just gonna sit there and wimp. I debated Destiny on abortion. He's pro-life. Oh, okay. That's an interesting position that I didn't know about. I didn't know Destiny was a pro-lifer. Although he is a big personal responsibility guy, so I guess, you know, if I had to guess what his position was, it was probably like, you know, we live in a society where birth control is incredibly easy to, you know, get a hold of, and people should have the forethought to use that birth control prior to fucking. They have the responsibility to do that. I don't necessarily disagree with that sentiment. I just don't think that that sentiment equals, you know, getting rid of abortion. Not from the legal perspective. He still believes it should be legal, just against it personally. Well, I kind of share that then. I don't like abortion. I'm not a fan of abortion. You know, I just stop short of making it illegal. Cut your hair and shave the damn beard already? Okay. There you go. Now you don't have to look at my shaggy ass ever again. TJ and the Beast. Huh? Tale as old as time. Song as old as rhyme. TJ and the Beast. There's never any room for the abortion show bleachers. Oh yeah. Nobody likes abortion, but most people like having freedom of choice. I mean, I don't dislike abortion as much as I dislike the idea of a woman not being able to have access to one. So, I guess that's where it stands. I'm not necessarily against abortion. I just don't like it. I've known people in my life that have used abortion kind of as a form of birth control. And, yeah, I don't like it. Most of these pro-life assholes are perfectly fine with killing an animal so they can have their chicken tenders. Well, yeah, dude, because a human being is not an animal, right? Well, I mean, technically, I guess we're classified as animals, but a chicken is not a human being, is it? Less unwanted children is the way I look at it. I've never met a pro-lifer who adopted children or invested in welfare to help a child family. Yeah. I mean, that's a huge part of, like, the hypocrisy of the pro-life position, you know, is that it doesn't account for the suffering of these unwanted children after they're born. You know, it doesn't account at all for children being born into horrible situations, abused, neglected, all of that. I value chickens way more than humans. Cool. That sounds like a fun position to hold and maintain. Will we ever see another y'all gonna have to carry me out? What? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. In the words of George Carlin, chickens are good people. Oh, okay. Most people are still heavily driven by the selfish gene theory and want to reproduce just to pass on their genes. Well, that is a biological imperative, isn't it? I mean, we see pretty much all of nature seeking that same imperative. How is Worski alt-right? I don't know, man. Could it possibly be because he surrounds himself with a constant gaggle of alt-right people? I hate this like level of argumentation where like we can't, like, the idea isn't to discuss the negativity of somebody's ideas, but rather to just like try and argue about labels. How the fuck is Worski alt-right? And he literally fucking like surrounds himself with alt-righters. All his friends, all his co-hosts in the past have been all alt-righters. Most of his guests are alt-righters. He takes alt-right positions on everything. I mean, do we really need to discuss this? Is this even something that needs to be discussed? Hey, Guy and the Worski here. You hate vape questions. Shut up. You're right. I'm not answered shit. I argue with somebody who said JF isn't racist. That was fun. Cool. I'm not a Klansman. I just hang out with nothing but Klansmen and agree with most Klan positions, you know? The whole Tonka fight episode was kind of fun. Okay. Have any beefs formed over an episode of DF flowed over into real life? You. No. Beefs? I can't even really think of any beefs that have arisen, like not real ones. I mean, there have been times when like TJ and I or Scotty and I have disagreed on the show. But like that's friends disagree, you know. What are you gonna do? You think TJ will pay your way into Harvard? Yeah. Yeah, he keeps telling me he's going to, so I can become a lawyer. Do you think the state of language right now lets us think more or less? I don't even know why that binary would be something I would agree to answer that question. What really blows my mind is idiots who say, how is the alt-right racist? I mean, it's just like, it's semantics, and it kind of detracts from the overall conversation. I agree. Do you have any other job ambitions at the moment? No. Do you? I mean, I have long-term ambitions for myself. I would like to make a movie someday. I would like to write and direct a film. Those are long-term ambitions for me. In the words of Bill Burr, I'm racist at the end of the day. Okay. Cool. Good for Bill Burr. Oh, look, dude, it's Lord J. Darky with the both sides argument. I love that one, man. I love that one. I love the fence humper argument. Paul gonna ditch TJ and Scotty and become a porn star. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that sounds good. Both sides the same. Gotta love that whataboutism. Bill Burr's got a black wife and a chocolate baby. Cool. Good for him. Can I compose the music for your movie? I don't know. Are you a good composer? One side lynches black people today the same as the side that doesn't. Yeah, dude, totally. How about we quit assigning labels to those we disagree with and instead address the substance of their arguments? I mean, I'm fine with that too. I'm fine with that too. Is TJ still kinky since marriage? I don't know, dude. Do you think I have a camera in TJ's bedroom? Do you think TJ just like writes me a paragraph a week about all the kinky shit he got up to? Like what? Like, I understand that there's like a whole crew of people out there that want to know this stuff, but why don't you go ask him? Because he doesn't share that type of shit with me. So. Racism is kind of overblown because some racists just don't like blacks where others are genocidal. These are two very different things. Okay. That's odd. TJ writes me about his sex life. Ooh, Jay Darky. You filthy, filthy fuck you. TJ drugs Paul. TJ's controlling Paul as his drug toy. Wee! I wonder how long TJ is going to continue sharing his sex life with Jay Darky now that Jay Darky can't, when I let him know that Jay Darky can't help but fucking talk about it in public. Wonder how many more of those Jay Darky's going to get. Hey, you Paul, I have a movie idea that I want to pitch to you and TJ. It's a horror movie called The Ever Living Shit. Cool. What's what sound? I have a horror movie. It's called 925. Okay. Why is it so hard just to say racism is bad? Why do you always need a caveat? What? Who said that? Who's caveating that? I do not. I'm a digital being, and when the stream ends, I am offline. I no longer exist. Do you think people should limit the number of kids they have, or just how often? Say every 30 years? Oh, yeah. That would leave people like one chance to have a child. So that would basically be pretty much a hard limit of one child. Some racists don't want to kill me. Some do. Oh. Yeah, dude, gamers rise up. Gamers rise up, dude. I'm a true gamer. Gamer power, dude. Instead of regulating reproduction, we can sink every cruise ship. Oh, yeah, we could do that. We live in a society. Boy, oh boy, I can't wait till that meme passes. Boy, oh boy, am I sick of hearing it. It's time for a gamer president. Yeah, dude, that's what we need. We need a neckbeard president for sure. Paul, can you recommend new and interesting music to listen to? No. Do you like going to the beach in Louisiana? Not really. The chat today sucks, yeah. I mean, it sucks a lot of days, though. What are you gonna do? You know, it depends. It really depends on who shows up. Do you like eating tacos? Yeah. When I'm a gamer president, I'll give everyone $1,000 Steam credit every month. Damn, dude. I'm gonna vote for you. Vote for the gamer. Vote for the gamer. What's Posty up to? He's sleeping. Posty sleeps during the day. He's in his little hole right now, sleeping, hibernating away with a pile of food that he hoarded in there. He's awesome, man. Posty just collects all the food in his cheeks that we put around. You know, we sprinkle food all over his cage. He goes around, he collects it all, takes it to his little hiding spot. A Posty cam, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Whatever happened to Brian? I don't know. Whatever happened to Brian? One day Vermin Supreme will be the presidency and the world will be a better place. Man, dude, this chat sucks. You guys should all feel bad. Anybody participating in this chat right now should feel awful. Totally fucking awful. Chat is ass. This stream sucks. Fucking, I couldn't agree more. Let me take care of it for you. Maybe you'll land on another stream. Oh, don't worry about it. You don't have to apologize. It just happens. You know, I'm just pointing it out. You know? Whatever happened to Squix? Did he get eaten or something? No, he's fine. He's out eating things. He eats things now. Catches beasts from TJ's backyard and puts them on his porch. I saw a long ass like screed. Where was that? Was it in the chat somewhere? I think it was in like the comments of one of the DFF videos we put up recently. And it was like a long paragraph about what a loser I was because I still live with TJ. And how I have no desire to get out on my own, and how like TJ's like supporting my whole life and stuff. It's like, whoa. And it was like a whole paragraph too. The sad thing about the internet is that a person like that can just fall back on the like I was twolin'. I knew that you didn't live with TJ. I was twolin'. I was just twolin'. I lived with a buddy from high school for the past few years. We're both comfortable with it. There's nothing wrong with being part of the team. Yeah. I mean, I lived with TJ for a little under a year when we all moved down here. Out of like basically necessity. When we moved, we knew that we weren't going to have a ton of money, so we all went in on a place. And life is hard. Who cares? At least you weren't homeless. Man, that could have used some punctuation. That could have used some punctuation. Sounds more like the fault of one being co-opted rather than the one doing so. What? They see me twolin'. Yeah, dude, me and Ashley just can't seem to figure out how to live on our own, man. We're constantly each other's roommates and stuff, you know. Question your channels, not to get into your financials, but do you get any of the ad revenue, or should I keep ad block on? I won't if it helps out you guys, but I don't want to just help. I mean, obviously, if there's ads on a video, we get a little something. Ad revenue is not a huge deal right now. It's not a huge like chunk of how we make our money, but it's a part, you know. We get a little piece of the pie, you know, on the rare video that we put up that doesn't get immediately demonetized. Yeah, I'm voting for, I'm actually leaning towards nobody 2020. Make America blank again. I heard it's like $700 per million views. Maybe. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. What are the pins in my hat? There's an alpaca pin that Ashley gave me. That dude. This dude right here. An alpaca guy. And then this is a movie ticket that I got. It says, Hell, Admit One. Ooh. Edgy. Edgy pin. Why aren't you voting Yang? Because I don't vote. Why are you voting Yang? Have you ever had long hair like TJ? When I was little, I had long hair. Are you losing your hair? Is that why you have a hat? No, no. I'm as hairy as fuck. Look at this. I don't even have like the top, the like bald patch back here yet. I got nothing but hair, man. I just like hats. That's all. My rap album. I'm not, never. Someone who's balding, it sucks that I hate wearing hats. Well, just shave it then. Shave your hair all off. Shave it completely off, dude. Zzz. Yang has policies that reflect something a little more honest than most politicians. Why don't you vote? I don't vote in protest because I don't think that a guy like Andrew Yang makes things better in this country. In fact, I think this country is designed to take a candidate like Andrew Yang and turn him into a do-nothing lame duck president. I also understand that Andrew Yang's good ideas, specifically those that have to do with his UBI ideas, are pretty much guaranteed to not pass, guaranteed to not be made into law. So there's really no point. I mean, you can go vote, man. I'm one vote. I'm one salty little vote, man. One salty little vote in a deep southern state that's gonna go Republican no matter what. How's that? Worry less about my one little salty vote and start wringing your hands about who you're gonna vote for, you know what I mean? Ooh, there's a stink bug. Man, it's like nature out here every day. Look at this. Look at this stinky. Stink bug. Da-na-na-na-na-na, stink bug. Da-na-na-na-na-na, stink bug. Okay, that's enough of that. Kill it? No, dude, it's a little creature. I'm not gonna kill him, he's just minding his business. Stan the stinker. Stan the stinker. I haven't seen Larry since yesterday. It's a good chance that Larry moved on. He was probably just visiting. It was nice to see him though. You know, it was nice to get to know Larry. Yeah, I don't touch stink bugs because I know that they spew stink out of their butt when they're touched. Yeah, Larry was, you know, whatever. He's just, I forgive him for his snippiness. I mean, he didn't need to poof out his whole neck thing like that. That was not necessary because I wasn't coming to do anything to him, but he did it anyway. I often find them in my house. They should be the state bird for the state that I live in. What? What? You find birds in your house? Yeah, he did the nickel neck, yeah. He threw out his red pouch. It was like, sup? I was like, whoa. Chill out, bro. Do you like Indian food? Yeah, I do. I like pani puri and, God damn it. I can never remember the names of the Indian food that I've eaten that I really like. I don't recognize them until I sit down in an Indian restaurant. I'm like, oh yeah, that is really good. Biryani, yeah. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I like. I have a good place on Magazine called Nirvana you should check out. Cool, yeah. I haven't had Indian food in a long time. It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute since I had some Indian. Oh yeah, tandoori. Tandoori chicken. I like tandoori chicken. It's good. I like the Tom Green show. It's not the Green Tom show. It is my favorite show because it is my show. I liked Tom Green. He was fun to watch, make people uncomfortable. He was at his best when his whole show was basically skits, him going out in public and making people uncomfortable. That's what he was best at. Want to volunteer as my little sister? No thanks. I have no mouth and I must scream. Harlan Ellison had a dream. Love the story Freddie got fingered. Me too. I want to travel the states and go to other countries in a van or small RV, do photography and get lost. Amazing thoughts come to mind. Enjoy nature, yeah. I mean, I think everybody would benefit from things like that, but it's pretty expensive to just like, I'm gonna disappear for 6 months, you know? What's your favorite inspirational film? Life is Beautiful. Titty Club after Big Chief. Is there one in Glencoe? I know there's a bar in Glencoe that we were looking at going to after the Big Chief, but I don't know if there's a titty club in Glencoe. How long do you think it would be before most jobs are gone or go away? I don't know if most jobs are going away, but I think a lot of low-end, entry-level, low-skill labor jobs are going away. What was the last horror game you played? I don't know. It's been a while. I don't play a lot of horror games, not because I don't necessarily like them or appreciate them, but because I get too into them. If you want an example of that, right here on this channel, I think there's some videos where I played Alien. No, they're not on this channel. They were on my Twitch, but somebody made like a crazy compilation of me freaking out at that Alien, whatever Alien game that came out. Alien it wasn't Resurrection. That's one of the movies. What was it called? Isolation. Thank you. Yeah. Isolation. Yeah, I just get too into them. I get too scared, and it's like, it's really exhausting playing them. I don't like having my adrenaline up like that constantly. So, you know, I kind of tend to avoid the horror games. Play again in VR. Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. My normal games scare me enough already, so I avoid horror games a lot. Yeah. I don't know about normal games scaring me, but when games are designed with the jump cuts and the craziness in them, then yeah, they tend to get to me pretty good. What is your strategy for when you have to shit real bad but you're miles from home? You tighten up the butt cheeks, right? You like try and like tighten down the O-ring as much as you can. You hold on, you know, hold on for dear life. Don't you think it's a bit disingenuous to be so politically charged and talkative yet inactive against the system at the same time? Why was that disingenuous? I'm open about it. It'd be one thing if I was just like a private non-voter who pretended to be a voter, you know, and tried to get everybody else all charged up politically. I think that would be disingenuous, but I'm open and honest about my non-participation in the political process. So I don't really see anything disingenuous about that. Maybe you can explain a little better. Mayhaps you can explain a little better. Found a homeless dog on the side of the road and I gave it a 20. Wow, that's great. What a great person. Do you like Far Cry 3 and 4 are smart and well written? No, I don't really play Far Cry. No, sir. The most pissed off you've gotten on stream? I don't know. You guys could probably answer that better than I do. I get pissed off, you know, pretty much every stream a little bit. Something pisses me off. Which one of those is the most angst causing? I don't know. Couldn't tell you, bro. Is it ever a good idea to give money to homeless people? No, not usually, in my opinion. I don't really judge people who do, but you know, I feel like if you care about the plight of homeless people, then your $5 or $10 is better off in the hands of like a homeless shelter. I mean, the sad truth of the matter is that a lot of homeless people take the money and shoot it up their arm, or drink it, you know, or snort it or whatever, smoke it, and that's it. And that's not gonna sustain them, you know. You're not. It depends. I'm not saying I never do it. I'll give a couple bucks here and there, but usually I don't. Usually I don't. And I've had some bad experiences with that. I mean, giving food is nice, you know, but I've had some bad experiences with that. Well, I guess I haven't. I remember, but I'll never forget it. My mom seeing, she was taking me shopping. We were going shopping. I was little. I was probably like 7 or 8, something like that. She was taking us shopping, and there's a homeless woman out front panhandling, you know, begging for money. And my mom is a very big-hearted person, and so she went in there, and I could tell she was feeling bad, and she said, you know what, let's go over to the deli and let's pick out a meal for that lady, a couple of meals, you know, we'll give her some stuff that'll keep, that she can eat. And so we got her some packaged foods, and then went to the deli and got her some chicken fingers, you know, and like a drink and some water, and just like a bag of stuff, you know, for her. And I remember we walked out and she was still there, so my mom walked over to her with the bag of stuff and handed it to her, and the lady opened it up and looked at my mom and says, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? I want money. And my mom was like, all right, well, give it to somebody else then, I guess. We walked away. So, yeah. I mean, it just goes to show you that a lot of them are, you know, they're out there to support a habit or something. Anecdotal. Yeah, I guess it is anecdotal. Wasp, go away. Have you ever given Ashley the Dutch oven? No. I should, though. I got to trap her under a blanket someday and just release the piece, you know. Bust a big old round of ass and then just throw the blanket over her head and trap her under there with it. The Dutch oven, dude. I say, who cares what they spend the money on? I would do drugs too in that position. That's fine. I mean, you take your position. I ain't trying to tell you what to do. I'm telling you what I do. She's not Dutch oven to me. She might beat me to it, though. She might beat me to it now that I've said that I'm going to do it to her. Would you give a homeless man $1 for drugs? No. I give him a hamburger. I give him a hamburguesa. I'd rather fund shelter than their drug habit. Well, that's the thing, yeah. I mean, if you want your money to go to something that you know is going to like put food and shelter in the belly and over the head of a homeless person than give $10 to a shelter. You know what I mean? I know I showed my hand. That's part of the problem with these, man, is like I come up with these great ideas to troll people, but then I say it out loud and then they all know. They all know it's coming. You know how much better the Valanching would be going if I hadn't have said it on here? Way better. Way better. I mean, it's still successful. You know, it's still slowly but surely eating away at TJ's psyche, but when are you going to appreciate the money? Who's going to appreciate the money more, the homeless person or the shelter? The shelter, probably. I've volunteered at homeless shelters and food banks, and they're always desperate for more funds because they are always understaffed and overbooked. Not even baiting, a lot of homeless people would be better off in a prison-like facility. All right, director, get out of here. Didn't I ban you a long time ago? What are you doing back in here? I'm not even homeless, and I'd like someone to give me a hamburger. Yeah, me too. I'd be cool with somebody walking up and going, hey, dude, here's a burger. I'm like, whoa. Cool. Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang and the Yang Gang, dude. Do you like to go fishing? Yeah, I like fishing. It's been a long time since I've been fishing. Nobody I know fishes anymore, you know? And it's definitely not something I would do a lot, but I used to like fishing when I was a kid. I think as an adult it would be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Just like go up there, take some legal tobacco and some beers. Just throw your line out there and see what nibbles, you know? Glad I get to hear about the Yang Gang meme for the next year. Oh, dude, that's meme culture right there. Is that like when something becomes a meme, then everybody uses it because they think they're just as funny as the first guy that used it. We live in a society is a big one right now. Like that's literally in every comment section. I think it's been said at least 2 or 3 dozen times every fucking stream that I've done in the last 6 months or so. And it's just like, man, the cleverness has drained out. The funny has drained out. The interest has drained out. The meme-worthiness has drained out. And yet there's still just so many idiots parroting the same stupid bullshit. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. People are humor vampires, yeah. Because you know what's easy? Taking other people's humor and then just endlessly repeating it. See, it used to be good because that type of shit stayed localized, you know what I mean? Like, you know, there'd be some big HBO comedy special and, you know, fucking George Carlin would make a really funny joke, you know, that was really relatable. And what would happen is like people would pass it around in your local area, you know what I mean? Like you'd hear it 2 or 3 times from people that thought that they were funny and unique, and then it would just kind of die out once people realized like, oh, everybody's seen George Carlin. But the internet has completely removed that filter. Now it's just like, we live in a, like, I can't believe people still type it. I can't believe they still type it. Like, there's literally zero reaction to it anymore. It's not even like something that people are upvoting and liking anymore. It's just like a sad, dead meme laying on the side of the meme road with its guts hanging out and maggots eating its eyeballs. We live in a society. It's like, fuck, man. Just a way to take something that was kind of funny and kind of interesting and kind of useful and just spike it into the ground. That's the simple thing, though, is taking somebody else's humor and passing it around. Actually coming up with a funny, interesting, insightful thing to say, that's the hard thing. That's why the internet is the way it is. Because 99% of people never have an original thought. I think YouTube should add the ability to downvote chat comments. I think YouTube should just remove the YouTube chat, period. It is quite literally useless. I don't know a single content creator that reads it and uses it to drive what they do. I don't know a single content creator that spends more than 5 or 10 minutes even looking at it on a weekly basis. It is literally one of the, like, they've completely and utterly, because like it used to be on YouTube that the chats, comments and stuff were a great way for the community to, you know, leave feedback on things, but now they're just a total, like, it's a shit show. It's a bunch of people who are desperate for attention trying to make the most upvote worthy comment, and it's just a battle to see who can make the least useful comment. So it's utterly worthless in terms of feedback from your fans. It's utterly worthless in terms of feedback on what you're doing, period. It's utterly worthless in terms of driving eyes to your stuff. It's just it's a shit show. It's a backwater. It's a ghost town that used to be useful, that you know, now just houses the worst scum and shitbag of the internet, you know. The scum, the shitbag, the idiot, the moron, the reposter, the unoriginal fuckwad. That's where they all fucking congregate, right there in the comments. You go straight to the comments on all vids. Found the guy I'm talking about. Found the dude I'm talking about right there. Comments are awesome. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Comments are great. Why don't you start a business? I did. Why don't you? I started one. Why don't you? Don't worry, Paul. Bob and his tank are going to save YouTube comment section. Okay. How does someone start a business? Someone comes up with an idea for a business. Someone saves up money / takes out loans / makes the move in their life to start said business. Someone starts operating said business. That's the way it works out. Do you ever be a porn director? No. So why don't you disable the chat, Paul? I don't know. I like banning people out of it. It's a good way to, like, sift out people that are just there to shit. So, you know, I like leaving people the opportunity to leave me a notice that they no longer need to be on my channel. So it's useful, I guess, in that way. Do you eat spam? No. No. Spam is gross. Do you think George Washington would have hit the bong? Yeah, dude. I think he would have. That would be cool, you know. That would be a cool use of time travel. Not go back to, like, learn or influence the past or anything, but just, like, to smoke a bowl with certain people. You know, like, sit down, smoke a bowl with Salvador Dali. I'd do that. I think that'd be cool. Who was the president that grew weed on his land? Was it Jefferson? I think Jefferson was a hemp farmer, or at least a partial hemp farmer, wasn't he? Was it Washington that grew hemp? Yeah, that's cool. You're a pimp farmer? You're a surprisingly good DM. I'm stoked for the next one you guys do. Yeah, tomorrow. We're filming tomorrow. I mean, you guys probably won't get to see it tomorrow, but yeah, it'll be filmed and sent to the editors tomorrow. Smoke about 12 feet of rope back in that time. Yeah. Would you ever buy a gun? No. Do you have any advice for someone going through a breakup? No. How do you think people in the future would react if all that was left of our society were these ideologies? They'd probably be better off, man. And it would be cool because I'd be worshipped, you know. People would be like, man, people used to come far and wide to just listen to this man speak. Must have been their most important philosopher. Are you able to say abuelo? Please say abuelo. Abuelo, abuelo. Mi abuelo. Ay, Dios mío. ¿Dónde está mi abuelo? Pimp's BP was 200 over 90. Fuck. Fuck me, man. I'm glad you're alive, Paul. I'm glad I'm alive too, man. In life, grand. Director, you're the fucking idiot. Don't ask me how to spell your stupid ass fucking ignorant bullshit. You're the moron. Do your own fucking moron homework. Asking how to spell spick in my chat. If you're gonna be a moron that uses the word, at least know how to spell it, retard. I'm a fucking idiot. Are you still on Sour Patch Kids cereal? No, I'll never eat that shit again. Director's peen is very small. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Purdy, sure it is. Tiny peen. Is Director the last boss of Trolls? If he is, this game needs to be rebalanced because it's too easy. What do you think about racists? I don't. I think they suck. Racists suck, man. Can I virtue signal harder off of that question? Let me see. What do I think about racists? I think they should all be rounded up and shot, if you ask me. And that might seem a little extreme, but their ideology is just so backwards and disruptive. And I would never, ever, ever side with somebody with an ideology like that. Is that good? Is that enough virtue signaling off of the, what do you think of racists comment? I love virtue signaling, man. It's great. I don't know why people shy away from it so hard, you know? What's the point? Virtue signal away, man. I look better than you look. I am a better person than you are. How do you argue against that? You know what I mean? When are y'all doing the next meetup for DFF? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Leave transphobes toothless, bro. Saw that as on an Antifa subreddit. Yeah, man. If I ever see a racist, I'll punch him. That's what I think about racists. Punch him in the face. Did you know there really is a Nutter Butter cereal? No, I did not know that. I did not know that. Punching Richard Spencer was probably fun, though. Yeah, it probably felt pretty good. No lie. No lie. Who's worse, MAGA or Antifa? Why does one have to be worse than the other? They both suck. They all suck. Every last one of them. Every last goddamn one of them. Yeah, there needs to be a blending. Those two sides need to join. MAG Antifa. That's what I'd call it. MAG Antifa. The biggest collection of douchebags the planet has ever seen. MAG Antifa. Everything except the DFF podcast sucks. Now that I can get behind. Want to join people who hate groups labels party, Paul? Yeah, dude, let's do that. Let's do that. You're avoiding the doobie just to be spiteful. No. No, sir. No, sir. Not a labeled party. The anti-organization organization. Okay. Everything that isn't under the Pessimist Productions label is shit. Yes. That's the sentiment I like to see in that chat. That's the sentiment I like to see. Weed is better than DFF. Wrong. Any idea when we'll see the next episode of Dank Dungeons and Drunken Dragons? We're filming tomorrow, bro. So I'd say 2-3 days. 2-3 days. How many Patreons do you have? We have, 4,200, something like that, last time I looked. That's a lot of Patreones. That's a whole lot of Patreones. DFF has the best Patreon. Yes, it does. That's true. There's not a single Patreon where you get more than the DFF Patreon. Not one. I defy you to find a Patreon that is more feature-rich and reward-rich than the DFF Pessimist Productions Patreon. In the history books, the world before DFF was created shall be known as the Dark Ages. Yes, the Dork Ages. Director is kind of a cool guy and pretty gay. Damn, Director has a fucking alt coming in here saying he's a cool guy. Ooh. Ah, man, that's like getting punched in the gut. I feel so bad. Fuck, Director's got an alt that he comes in here to pass himself props? Fuck, man. Oof. Man, that is like, I don't even know what to say, bro. I don't even have to rip on you, man. I don't even have to rip on you, man. Oh, God. How sad. How sad, man. You don't make yourself cool by telling everyone else that you're cool. Yeah. Like hiring somebody and or creating a sock to come in and like say that you're cool is not how you get cool, Director. That's not the way to do it. I'm expecting someone named Director's GF to come in here saying Director's PP is big. Yeah. 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 Any moment, man. Any moment. He's on your payroll. I didn't say that. I mean, if he is you, which is my biggest, you know, that's my big suspicion, then he is, I guess, directly on your payroll. I'm Director's GF. It's actually smaller than you think. Ooh, damn. Your girlfriend just dogged you out in chat. Why are you even still here, Broseph? Nah, Larry's not around today. I ain't seen him. He doesn't seem to be here today. What's your favorite thing to get at McDonald's? Cheeseburgers. I like the 2 cheeseburger meal. You know, where you get like the 2 cheeseburgers and a fry and a Coke, and then I get an extra cheeseburger. So it's like a 3 cheeseburger meal. That's my standing order at McDonald's. So why am I an alt though? Oh, Director, please. Please stop. You gotta stop, man. It's not working. It's sad. Everybody sees what's going on, man. Just stop. He told me to deliver you a message. Oh, okay. Anybody that tells you to deliver me a message, don't listen to them, okay? Because my answer is I don't care. No matter what the message is. That's my standing answer to a message is I don't care. So don't bother. Somebody asks you, bring Paul Zigo a message, tell him Paul Zigo doesn't care. Whatever it is, he doesn't care. Very apathetic, Paul. Very edgy. Very cool. Yeah. Yeah. McDoubles, no ketchup, no mustard, sub, Big Mac sauce. It's the best yet, and I hate actual. Oh, that sounds kind of good. I bet that'd be good. I'll try that one of these days. Your chat is strange. No shit. No shit. Chat is crazy. DFF is Paul Zigo's alt. Damn. Called out. Called out. Where's Condo Paul? I don't know. Where is he? My mom makes a great burger, dude. She makes a bomb-ass hamburger, for sure. Any new movies lately? What? And also, as an alt, I want to know what Swedish words you know. I know no Swedish words. Salmiakki, that's a Finnish word. I don't know a single Swedish word. Strudel. There you go. Streusel. Streusel. And strudel. I know they laugh like ja, 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 don't they? Or is that a different group? Those are not words at all. You suck. I'm sorry, dude. I don't know. I've never known a Swede. I haven't been around a Swede. I lived 90% of my life in a cow town in Central California, man. What do you expect me to do? What am I supposed to have? Like a ton of Swedes I know? Sorry. I don't know any Swedes, man. I don't like Swedes. Can you smile with one tooth showing? Nope. Nope. At least two. Oh, there's two in that too. I can't just get one tooth in it. Sorry. If you live back in California, would you do it? Yeah, I wouldn't go back to the area I'm from, but I would go back to California in a heartbeat. I'd go to LA right now. I'd literally leave everything in my apartment and get in a car and go to LA right now. Just leave it here. Snag my dog, snag my hamster, snag my girlfriend, snag a change of underwear, and just go. Do you have autism? No. No, I have a lot of things, but no autism. Why LA? I don't know. Have you ever been? If you've never been to LA, I couldn't even begin to explain it to you. And if you have, you probably know why I want to go back. Did you ever sleep with a Bunny Ranch girl? Bunny Ranch, you talking about the place in Reno with the hookers? No. No, I would not. But I'm glad that they're there for you to do things with. Would you look for investors for Pessimist Productions in LA? Look for investors? What do you mean? Do you hear about the small butt that failed the 6th grade? He's a little behind. Wow. LA is in Los Angeles, Louisiana. Why don't you guess? Hashtag brush your teeth. I do. I just have yellow teeth. They're just yellow. I worked at Starbucks for a long time. That's like espresso every day, just raw, you know? My breath smells good. My teeth are as clean as I can get them. Why are sex girls called bunnies and foxy and stuff? I don't know. Do you ever work at a dispensary? Sure, why not? Ashley cleans my pee-pee, yeah. You should make sure that's clean for me. Get a Hollywood smile. Nah, I like my smile the way it is. I like to look like a normal person that doesn't have perfect teeth. I actually enjoy having slightly yellowed teeth with a big calcification stain on one of my teeth. See that little white spot there? Yeah. I like it. It adds character to an otherwise normal, forgettable smile. At least your teeth aren't rotten like a methadone drinker. Yeah, that's true. So Ashley has an excuse for having yellow teeth. What's yours? I just told you. I worked at Starbucks for 8 years. I smoked for 16. Both of those things stain your teeth yellow pretty harsh. I still drink quite a bit of coffee, and I still smoke stuff that puts stains on your teeth. What are you gonna do, man? Look, somebody named Director's Big Pee-Pee is here, dude. It happened. Are you so latched onto your teeth? Is it your fetish? I don't know. Is it? I don't know what people are up to there. Yeah, I've never been real, like self-conscious about my teeth or whatever. I'm not one of those dudes that looks at a person and immediately thinks like, wow, their attractiveness is higher because they've got perfect little pearly whites. I like teeth with character. I like a smile that's got character. Some stains show that you've lived your life, you know. You're a normal human being. You sound like my weed dealer when you say buddy. 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 Have a bloody buddy. Cool, buddy. Dude, wouldn't it suck to be locked up in the penitentiary? Buddy, I know. Homie, my brother is in the penitentiary. Sorry, dude. Chill out, buddy. I just ate a yogurt with a fork. Why? Why? What if someone just naturally has nice teeth? Well, then good for them. I don't know. It's fine with it. Teeth is the easiest thing to hide. It's the last thing I'm concerned about concerning my appearance. I just closed my mouth. Yeah. So I didn't have to use 2 utensils? Oh. Yeah. I get it. How long do you think it will take to put a person on Mars? I don't know that we ever will. How do you like that? Forever, maybe. Paul, I'm a doctor, unironically. Director, you're full of fucking shit. Why did you have to use a fork? I don't know. She didn't want to use a spoon. She did not want to use a spoon. Well, I think I'm just going to go to sleep. I think I'm just going to curl up right here and go to sleep. It's a nice nap. You guys are still here, huh? Whoa. Guys are still here. I would eat anything. I would take any milligram of edible, and I'd be fine on it too. I'd tear it up right now. I don't care. Slept for 10 hours? Damn, the sun's back up already. Crap. Whoa. Wasp. Wasp, get out of here, please. I don't want you on my porch. Could you go? Thank you. I'll make you a 1,000 milligram edible and you'd be fine, yes. Is there a nest? No, I just think there's wasps. I think they're just flying around. Maybe there's a nest, though. I don't know. Someone whistled at you. They think you're hot. Ooh. Lewd. You couldn't even handle the Sour Patch Kids cereal. Neither could you. Neither could you, kid. I ain't seen no videos of you eating bowls and bowls of Sour Patch Kids cereal, so where you at? Where you at, man? Did you try the oat milk, Paul? No, I did not. I don't drink oat milk. Sour Skittles and milk? No. No. Oat milk is good. No, it isn't. I don't drink anything that is called milk that comes from something that doesn't have a titty. Can we end it there? Shut up, director. You're not going anywhere. You don't have any chance to move out of the shitty little place that you live in. Everybody knows it. You got nothing going on, director. Nobody believes that you're a guy that's like weighing moving to Germany for 5 times the money you're making, dude. Nobody is buying that shit. Not a single motherfucker in this room is buying what you're trying to sell, man. You don't see that? You don't see that, director? Nobody's buying it. You're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're considering moving to Germany. Get out of here. Yeah, he's got big things going on in his life right now, man. Big, giant things. He's a doctor / lawyer. He works all the jobs. He's fully professional in every field. Doctor's in his manic state. Oh. Oh, boy. What do you think, Paul? Should I move to Germany? I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. Fucking retarded, man. Ugh. It's not what I said. I'm going anyway. Okay. All right. All right. Why don't you go now? I mean, you got to pack for Germany, bro. What are you doing chilling here at this Highdeology, man? You got so much Germany packing to do. You said you're doing it anyway. Why do you care whether I think you should or not? Damn, you definitely have some packing to do. Get offline, man. What are you doing hanging out in here, man? You got a life that's going places, bro. You got Germany coming up. This man is moving to Germany so he can make 5 times more money than he makes right now. Jesus. type of pizza did you get? I got. I tried the deep dish from the place I like. I got a deep dish pizza with pepperoni and jalapenos. It was good. It was good.